Okay, today I am talking to you about victory in personal safety and self-defense. Okay? For me, in my life, the easiest way for me to think about my personal safety and about how to make sure that I'm always safe is to think of it as a V. The top of this V is open and it has a considerable distance between point A and point B. I call that the law of distance. I want to be able to keep distance between me and someone who could potentially do me harm. Okay? If I get to a situation where contact has been made and they're right there, my goal in every situation is to get back to this, to get back to the point where I have gained distance back in my favor. And pretty much every product that we sell with Damsel in Defense is designed to assist you either in a distance situation or potentially in an up-close situation. Let's face it, a lot of women find themselves in that situation, like in a parking lot or something, where they didn't see it coming. They had absolutely no idea. And so the goal, if somebody is already at a point where they've made contact with you and they are that close to you, the goal is to get that distance back in your favor because you are a lot less likely to face physical harm if you have distance between you and somebody else. It's a very, very simple idea. So whether you are going to use pepper spray, whether you're going to carry a striking tool, I've already done the video about the myths and why you don't want to carry your keys between your fingers or wasp spray or something like that. But to talk to you really about what is your idea? What I find with a lot of women that I work with is there's a lot of fears and there's almost even a lot of paranoia. They have no idea. They don't have a plan. Here's the bad news. The bad guy has a plan. He knows what he's planning on doing. Or in the situation of, I always talk about creepers and critters, in the situation of where, you'd have a dog coming to attack you or something like that. That dog has a plan. The creeper has a plan. In their head, it's like this. I'm going to do this. She's going to do this. Or in the dog's mind, it's just attack or whatever. It's not really a thought out plan for them. But the minute that you introduce something into the situation that is not what they planned on, that's not what they counted on, whether it be a pepper spray or a stun gun or whatever else you might be carrying for your personal safety, please tell me you're carrying something. As soon as you introduce that and you show them that the plan's not going to go the way they have it planned, that you have a plan for taking care of yourself, and that's where everything changes. So with Damsel, we sell pepper sprays that are very effective pepper sprays. They shoot 16 feet in a bright red stream. You can see where they're hitting. And they're 18% pepper spray, which means that they are a very effective pepper spray. Even just a little bit can actually stop and shut down a situation. You want to do a Z pattern across the face or across the eyes. Pepper spray works great for that distance where you see somebody coming, they're approaching, the dog's running at you, whatever. You can spray and get away. This is the objective of pepper spray. If you're in a situation where you're already too close, striking tool, Kubotan, very effective product for helping it's a force multiplier. It just takes the power of your strike, which like this is minor, but like this, it's the laws of physics, guys. It comes down to a single point, and ow, it's very effective that way. It's a pain compliance tool. It says, I'm going to cause you some pain, and you weren't expecting that. You didn't expect me to fight back. Well, guess what? I'm going to fight back, and it's going to hurt really bad, and you're going to want to get away from me. That can change the plan completely. Let's talk about a stun gun. Stun gun, my goodness. Bright, super bright flashlight. So A, you can see them. You want to come out of your office at night or go into your office very early, or you're out and about. Man, super bright flashlight can definitely be a great deterrent. Flash it up into their eyes. Their eyes will dilate, causes them to be temporarily at a disadvantage. That's good for you. But if that creepy person is coming at you, I love this even more than pepper spray, because if a creepy person's coming at me with one click, I can say, I've got something in my hand and it hurts really bad. Just the crackle of that stun gun is going to stop them, is going to make them say, wait a minute, I don't think I want to mess with her. She's got something and I don't know what it is or what it's going to do. Maybe they do, but she's got something to fight back with. And you know what? That changes the thought process that they have. It changes something called the OODA loop. It changes the way they're thinking about what they were planning, because in their heads, they had a plan. They were committing to it. They were observing you. They were going to orient themselves to you. And that's probably about where you tuned in. Maybe you didn't even notice that they were observing you. Now, all of a sudden, they've oriented themselves to you and you can see that they're doing something. And then what they do is they make the commitment. They make the decision that they're going to act on that thought that they had, and then they act. Somewhere in that loop, if you can catch them when they're orienting, as they're making that decision, and you can just say, stay away from me. Boy, that all of a sudden they go back to observing. They're like, wait, what was that? I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's got. But all I know is I don't want to mess with her. That is victory, guys. That is maintaining distance between you and someone else, and no one gets hurt. This is just a warning shot. Nothing fires out of stun guns, just the electricity between those two posts. Very effective way to change someone's mind and to plant that seed of doubt for them, because that's exactly what you want to do. You want to make them think twice. You want to make them go, she's not worth it. And I always say this in my warrior workshops, and we always get a chuckle, but as women, guys, as women, there I go, guys, as women, this is like the only time in our lives we want a guy to say, you're not worth it. And it's good in this situation, okay? But if he's going to grab a hold of me and he's going to be up close to me, I'm going to touch him with that, and it hurts really bad. And at that point, even just a tap, I mean, it hurts, and he's going to pull away from me, and I get distance back in my favor. My whole name of my game is I'm going to maintain distance between you and me, because I am less likely to get hurt, and you are going to change your mind about whatever it was you thought that you were going to do to me. Distance is the name of the game, and think of it as that V for victory to help get you out of a bad situation. Tune in for more safety tips. Thanks, guys. Bye.